from your first burnt brisket to selling a brisket to someone, how long of a time is that?
Maybe like 2-3 weeks. My first week.
I just want everyone that thinks that it takes forever to figure out how to barbecue to hear that.
Tosh Show. Tosh Show. Tosh Show for show.
Welcome to Lipson's Tosh Show. You think they appreciate that?
Yep.
Lipson's Tosh Show. That's our parent company, Lipson. We are a proud podcast under the Lipson umbrella. If things seem different around here, it's because the Lipson umbrella has taken care of us. I'll be honest, I haven't noticed a difference yet. Have the ads changed? I heard the view count is skyrocketing. Well, I just want everybody over at Lipson to know, I don't really know what you're supposed to do with hats like this. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing this hat. Eddie?
Yeah. Is Libsyn sent it?
No.
No. No, son.
This hat right here, this is my Tahoe lid.
Uh-huh.
I brought it back from Tahoe because I'm going to a dude ranch later on in the month, and I wanted to make sure I had it.
Right.
I've had this Stetson for, I don't know, 10 years. I had a good time in Tahoe. You know who I saw up there?
Who?
I saw Zuckerberg on the lake. Here's what I saw. Me, Carl, and my buddy Brian were wake surfing one morning. First thing in the morning, 6:30, glassy, nobody on the lake, completely alone. Technically, that's illegal. I need to have a third person, a spotter.
Right.
One driving, one spot. But Carl knows how to spot.
Yeah.
So whatever. We roll the dice at that hour. It's just the three of us on the boat. Then about a half hour in, I see a boat coming over, and I go, "Oh, is this?" I thought maybe it was a pro wakeboarder because there's camera crews because there was adjacent vehicles following their boat. But nope, sure enough, it was Zuckerberg. And I don't know if it was him or one of his kids, but they were wake surfing, and next to them was a wave runner. Like when I say next to him, I mean like feet away. With two guys on that. Then one of those black ops inflatable tubes on the side, boat just, a little bit further behind, and then people on the boat. And I'm just like, bro, it's 7 a.m. If you just did what I did, just jumped on the boat with Brian and I and wake surfed for 30 minutes or so, whatever you do till you get leg burn, you would have saved at least $100,000 that day.
Oh, you would have saved him so much money.
I mean, just to the amount of people that had to get up at an ungodly hour, load up on vessels just so he could stand still behind a boat and go, it's comical. I mean, I know I'm an idiot and I'm doing the same thing, but it's just me and my buddy and Carl here.
Well, yeah, you got to get in touch with him.
Zuckerberg, just come over to my house, leave the security detail, and I'll pull you for 20, 30 minutes. I'll drop you off at your pier and just let your great-great-grandchildren appreciate the savings. I don't get it. I mean, listen, I know I'm out of touch, but that level's bonkers. You think somebody's really out on the lake waiting to, get them?
Get him.
Get him.
That's how you talk when you wear a hat like this.
I don't know.
I've watched Yellowstone. All 5 seasons plus the ridiculous second half of season 5, which is just infuriating.
Uh-oh.
The season 5 was going to end, and then Kevin Costner and the Taylor guy got in a big fight, the creator of the show, over scheduling or something. So he just killed off the movie star.
Oh, really?
That was on the show. Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
And it's just like, it becomes unwatchable.
I can't imagine.
Because it's like, oh, you mean the one reason we watched the show, he's gone, and then he just tries to wrap it up, and he puts himself in the show constantly, and it's just showing him riding horses, which Listen, I get it if you're a horse person and you think it's fun to be on a horse. Watching it is fucking nonsense. he like just all he does, there's just scenes, episodes after episodes of him dancing horses in front of cattle and then running and doing these power slides with horses, and I have to act like I give two shits. It's so bad. It becomes the final season of the show becomes an infomercial for this ranch that he bought in Texas for $150 trillion or something. And like, it's like an infomercial for buy your steaks from us. It's so embarrassing. If Yellowstone, if you were proud of the show that you worked on and were a part of, and then saw the last half of the season where they killed off Kevin Costner, it's bonkers how bad it is.
Seems like a different show.
Oh, it's just
So bad.
embarrassing.
Should future viewers just end after Kevin Costner's shot?
Yeah, and just be like, oh, the show didn't get to end the way you wanted it.
Yeah, all right.
Go all the way through season 5, but just watch the first half of season 5, not this bonus half of season 5 where he got into a little pissing match. That's what always bothers me. I get it. It's your show, you created it, but it's still the talent that drives it. And when the talent, if Kevin Costner was a complete asshole about the schedule, go with it.
Yeah.
You just got to.
You watch 1923 or 1883?
No, I'll watch those eventually, but I don't know. I might not because I don't want to give this guy, more cattle to buy.
You don't want to help out his ranch.
I don't want to help
cash.
his ranch out.
Yep.
Anyway, that's my land. That's my land. You don't give up 1 inch of it. This hat puts me in the right mindset for today's guest. So why don't you guys come on down to the barbecue? Oh, shit. Enjoy.
Tosh Show.
Have you ever watched a friend start an online business and thought, how did they do that? They can't spell. And then you're like, wait a minute, they used Shopify. That's how. Play the Shopify new sale sound. I love that sound. Shopify has hundreds of templates to help you build an online store to match your brand style. Don't get me started on templates. I love a big template. Always have been a template guy. Easily create social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling like you have a marketing team. Little old me with a marketing team. Best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping. Hello, governor. Turn your big business idea into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/Tosh. Shopify.com/Tosh.
Tosh Show.
Today's guest can smoke a brisket so tender you'll hit your mammy in the back of the head with an aluminum bat. She's combining the low and slow techniques of Texas meat with the sweet, rich flavors of her Chinese heritage. I only hope she arrived here in a truck that can tow a smoker behind it because her restaurant doesn't deliver to Malibu. Please welcome Smoke Queen, Chef Winnie.
Thank you for having me.
That was a mouthful. That was a mouthful. Holy moly. Chef Winnie, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Smoke Queen. I'm surprised. Was Smoke Queen taken? Are there other Smoke Queens out there?
You know what? I don't think so.
I'm just guessing it would be a stoner.
Yeah.
Somebody that smokes a lot of marijuana.
Yeah, I've made that mistake before by just hashtagging Smoke Queen without the BBQ at the end.
Uh-huh.
So,
How often a day do you walk around saying, if you're looking, you ain't cooking?
no, I've never said that before.
You've never said it? Oh, if you're looking, you ain't cooking.
Yeah.
I always say it. I don't even know what it really, I mean, I know what it means. It means stop opening the grill and
Yeah.
peeking on your meats, but
Yeah.
so dumb. Do you believe in ghosts?
I do.
Oh, sorry. You do believe in ghosts. Have you personally had an experience?
I had when I was very little. It was probably 30, 35 years ago, so I don't really know if it's real or not, but the feelings were real. Being scared was real.
Well, sure.
Yeah, so
We were all scared as a little kid. I used to run upstairs quickly as a kid. I was always terrified of going upstairs.
yeah.
I always thought somebody was right behind me. Sometimes when I was home alone at an age, I used to talk real loud because I'd get scared about hey, Dad, put down the weights. Just,
In case there's somebody there.
yeah, then they're like, oh, that guy's dad is working out. Meanwhile, my dad's never worked out a day in his life. Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Malaysia, which is in Southeast Asia, between Singapore and Thailand.
Do you go back frequently?
I try to go back every year. My parents brought my brother and I back when we were younger, almost every year, just so that we stay in touch with our heritage and culture.
How old were you when you immigrated to the United States?
6.
And where did you move to?
Garden Grove.
Okay, that's question 2. Malaysia, we know where Malaysia is. Where is Garden Grove?
It's actually in pretty much the center of Orange County. It's a small city.
Okay, you're OC. Did you like growing up in the OC?
I didn't mind it.
Were you confused by it?
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. I always find it confusing down in the Orange County. What kind of food as a child? Was it only Chinese or were you experiencing a lot of different types of food?
So our home cooking is predominantly Chinese cooking, but then a lot of Malay curries and Indian curries are integrated in our own home cooking.
Which heritage do you like more?
You know what? It's a really hard question to answer because...
Do people actually ask that question? Because I thought that question was ridiculous.
You're the first one.
Okay.
I'm of Chinese descent. My grandparents immigrated from China to Malaysia, and my parents were born in Malaysia. I was born in Malaysia, so we've integrated into the Malaysian culture. And actually, I think Malaysia is like the ultimate fusion food because 1/3 of the population is made of Chinese immigrants, 1/3 Indian immigrants, and 1/3 indigenous. So we all celebrate each other's holidays and cultures. So, for example, like a typical breakfast, a Malaysian breakfast would be curry noodles or laksa. It's like how do I say this? It's like curry meets soy sauce.
Okay.
And
this just seems like a rough way to start for my stomach. if I'm being honest with you, like breakfast in general, I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I always find it interesting in cultures where like you predominantly have a certain type of food, but that you eat basically versions of that every day. Whereas in America, it's like, oh, you got to mix things up.
Yeah.
I couldn't, whatever you want to call American food, if you had me eat that every day, I'd lose my mind. Vice versa. It's like, I got to mix in. I got to go, we're doing Chinese tonight. Tomorrow, we're doing the sushi. Let's go. Mix it up.
I think what we do take for granted living here in Southern California is the variety of different ethnic foods.
Yes.
So here, down the street, I can get tacos and I can get a kebab and I can get chow mein. And I think this is like one of the most wonderful things of Southern California because we can it's not diluted white Chinese food or diluted Mexican food. It's actually authentic. Yeah.
I don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
I long for it when I get home. I'm like, oh, good. But I'm also not even talking about restaurants. I'm talking about in homes. I always find it interesting when like homes only cook one style of food.
Okay.
I'm just kind of like...
Yeah, in my home growing up, we only had Chinese Malaysian food.
Right. I mean, listen, I'm just saying, at some point that has an effect on you. You're like, listen, I'm going to make barbecue for a living.
And make it Asian.
By the way, get me from graduating from UCLA to opening a barbecue restaurant in Orange County.
Oh, that's a really long story. I graduated with a econ degree and accounting minor, and I worked for Target Corp for a while. I hated my job.
No offense to Target. By the way, Target seems like a great company.
No, a great company. I just hated the corporate job.
Of course.
Yeah, and I wanted to be in culinary, so I went back to culinary school. I joined the pastry program.
This is my wheelhouse. Oh, I love pastries.
Pastry and culinary are two different studies. I think people always say when you go to culinary school, it doesn't mean you can be a good pastry chef. But if you're a good pastry chef, you can be a good chef just because of the discipline in measuring.
Yeah.
And understanding how everything chemically works. And once that cake is in the oven, if you screwed up, it's too late. Whereas if you're stir frying something and you forgot one ingredient, you can just throw it in midway and you can save your product.
Right. Baking's impressive and cooking is like, something you have
No,
to do?
cooking is great too. but
Okay, you finish there or no, you drop out?
I dropped out.
Okay, you dropped out.
Because, I got really bored making muffins and cookies. And I found out the school was using our products that we made to sell at the cafeteria. I wanted to make masterpieces. I wanted to do sugar art and all that fancy stuff.
Then you jump ship and you own 3 food chains?
So when I was at UCLA, I actually, with the help of my parents and my uncle, we opened a really small hotel gift shop in La Mirada.
What are you selling in this gift shop?
Random stuff. I would go to downtown LA on my way back from UCLA and then pick up inventory and then go to Costco, get cigarettes.
Did you enjoy that or was that not fulfilling in any way?
It was not fulfilling, but the money was good because I graduated with no debt.
Okay.
And I had that store going, and that's how I was able to open 3 more stores. This whole time, I'm like in culinary school too. So once I opened my restaurants, I decided to just quit culinary school.
Okay, you opened 3. You opened a Sbarro?
Sbarro, Baja Fresh, and Submarina.
I want to talk about Baja Fresh.
Yes.
I always felt when I first moved out of California, and I was, in that situation of where I would eat at that tier of a restaurant, let's say, I always would take Baja Fresh over Chipotle. I didn't like Chipotle. I was like, Baja Fresh. But now Baja Fresh ran through me pretty quickly. But I don't think that's on them. That's my own problems. I didn't even talk about the other restaurant that I'd never heard of. What was the
Submarina. I don't know if they exist anymore.
No one's heard of Submarina. You've ever heard of that?
Never.
Never in my life have I ever heard of Submarina.
A lot of franchises are in the business of selling franchises and not selling the actual product. And that's the problem with the franchise model.
It's hard to be passionate when you're handcuffed to what this franchise can do.
Mm-hmm.
Although you could be one of those franchises that's not participating.
Yeah.
They're always like participating locations only. And your restaurant could sell nothing. Like your Baja Fresh could sell nothing but Chinese barbecue and be like, yeah, listen, we're not participating.
We're different.
Y'all can go fuck yourself. So the pandemic happens.
We literally shut down with a day's notice. I remember that week we had like $15,000 worth of food come in that day. And the next day we gave everybody their checks and said, you know what, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Of course it wasn't 2 weeks.
How long from shut down your businesses to I've got an idea?
I have ADHD, so I had so many ideas. I was doing gardening. I was doing hydroponics. I was making chocolate bombs, selling on Etsy.
You're just a hustler.
Yeah. And then one day, it was, I think, June or July 2020, when the meat packing industry had breakouts of COVID. And so they had to shut down. And then there was a limitation to how much meat everybody can buy.
Oh, it was like toilet paper.
Yes. It was that one day I went to Costco and I would go out in a hazmat suit and it said, 1 piece of meat per customer. So I thought, okay, let me just buy the biggest piece of meat I can find. So I looked around, I saw a brisket. I was like, okay, I know you're supposed to smoke a brisket. I do have the egg smoker that I've never really smoked with. And I thought, okay, let me try that. So I bought it. I went home. I didn't even know how to really light a charcoal. I didn't know what's direct heat, what's indirect heat. I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to put the meat in there when the fire was blazing. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I put it in. I go on YouTube, how to smoke a brisket, and I watch a bunch of videos, and it came out like crap.
But you were still you were motivated by this to
Yeah, because I couldn't be defeated by that piece of meat.
Right, but you were just making a meal for yourself and your family at that point.
I think I needed that distraction.
Did they complain about the food? Because I have kids, and when I have to prepare food for them, the last thing they want to hear is, hold on, it'll be ready in 72 hours.
Planning ahead.
I mean, it just seems like a nightmare.
Those days, I look back and I wonder how I got through those days. And I think it was just, keeping my mind busy and determined to not be defeated by this brisket.
Okay, but then you got good at making brisket. And at what point did you say, I'm going to try to sell it? Or was that always in the back of your mind as I'm going to sell this?
You know what? It's funny you asked me that because while my restaurants were open, I had always had the creative side that was not let out. I couldn't be creative with anything. And I remember one day I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw this brand called Republic Q, something like that. They were just a side business. They were hustling, selling barbecue from their backyard. And I was scrolling through and I was thinking like, this is so cool to be able to just put something on the menu on a whim and just create something and people buying it and loving your creation, right? So when the pandemic hit, it was actually a blessing in disguise. It was the break that I needed. Barbecue was a distraction I needed from my, financial despair.
Another pandemic success story is what I say.
Yeah.
Wait, do you know all the barbecue regions in the United States?
I knew
obviously
nothing.
Texas. Okay, so you got Texas barbecue, and then there's like the Kansas City, that Midwestern, and was it Midwestern? Does that lump Memphis into it?
I would say.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then the Carolinas, which is just
Carolina.
garbage, gross vinegar, not just everything about the Carolina barbecue. Anybody that says Carolina barbecue is the best, it's just conversation over. All right, but then you started just selling meat like a drug dealer.
Yep.
By the way, is it legal just to sell meat?
Okay, first of all, I used my business's EIN number. I created a website. I used my business's EDD. I paid all my employees who came to my house.
Did they try to shut you down?
They did.
Yeah.
My hater neighbor reported me.
Of course.
So-
I mean, listen, you're smoking meat every day. Your neighbors are going to be like, what the fuck is going on
They're
in that
probably
store?
pissed that I didn't give it to them.
Well, that's on you
That's-
then. You should have bribed, greased the wheels. But I get it.
Yeah.
I have a neighbor that I despise, and there's nothing I can do to ever mend the fences. So
Yeah.
when I walk by their house every day, I know that their audio thing is triggered by their microphone by their front gate.
Yeah.
So I just say something to them every time.
What do you say?
Sometimes I'm like, hey, kid, say hi to the cunty neighbor. And
Oh, God.
well, it's fun stuff for the kids. Okay, so your neighbor reported you, but they couldn't shut you down because you did technically find a little loopholes.
Yeah, so I do have a health department permit at my restaurants. And I said, you know what? I'm cooking everything there. They really didn't catch me in the act.
And this is pandemic loophole where everybody was just trying to survive
Yeah,
businesses.
and the health department came and the city code enforcement came, and they were both going to cite me like $500 or $800 a day for every day that they find me running a commercial business in a residential zone. And I remember yelling at one of them.
Good.
I think the health department, I'm like, F you, dude. I have a safe certification. I know how to handle food. It's not like, I'm a mechanic and all of a sudden I don't know how to handle raw meats and I'm cooking and I'm trying to sell something to make people sick.
First of all, how much did a single order cost?
Depends on how much they order.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Was there an actual menu or was it?
Yeah, I had a menu, a website with photos and description and everything.
So you were doing the full thing at this point. It wasn't just brisket.
No, I was doing ribs. I was doing pork belly. I did sides.
From your first burnt brisket to selling a brisket to someone, how long of a time is that?
Maybe like 2-3 weeks. My first week.
I just want everyone that thinks that it takes forever to figure out how to barbecue to hear that.
My first weekend, I sold one whole brisket, and I was just amazed.
And how much for a whole brisket back then?
I sold it by the pound, and I think I sold it at $22 a pound.
And what do you pay for it?
Back then, it was like $2-something a pound. Now, today's price, I just checked, it's like $7-something a pound.
Don't worry, Trump will fix that. It's going to be so cheap so soon.
I hope so.
Uh-huh. Did people have your address for your house when you were selling your house?
No, I would actually meet them at like a parking lot in the shopping.
All right, so
a
you
strip
were a
mall.
drug dealer. You were a
No.
straight drug dealer,
Yeah.
and everyone should have shut you down because you can't sell meat out of the back of your car. How do your parents feel about you selling meat to strangers in parking lots?
Initially, my dad did not like that. My mom didn't either because I think it was just a risk factor. My dad said, just stay at home and wait till we reopen. I think they didn't see how far I could take this business and they didn't see the vision that I had.
Now, your father?
Here's the thing. In Asian culture and Chinese culture, we're not very emotional with our parents. We don't really say, I love you, and we're not lovey-dovey. It's more of an American thing, and that's how I am to my children. But
What about, are you that way to your parents, though?
no, it's kind of weird.
I know, it's kind of weird. I'm not lovey-dovey really with my parents, although we
Yeah.
say it, but sometimes it's a little awkward. Our hugs are a little weird, but whatever.
So the thing was like my very first pop-up with that trailer smoker, I had to rent a truck because I couldn't tow it. And my dad and mom showed up and they saw that I had a huge line and I sold out. I think I made like $3,000 that day, which is actually really good for a pop-up. And immediately when I saw them the next day, my dad says, "Hey, Winnie, do you want me to buy you a truck for your smoker?" And I said, "No, that's okay. Thank you, because I want to do it on my own. I want the business."
I hate that's why I'm not people that don't want any. He wants to help. Let him help.
It's his way of saying, "I'm proud of you."
I know it is, but let him
Yeah.
help.
So now every day he talks about me to all his friends, to random people. He was in Malaysia and he was talking to one of the restaurant owners, which is his friend. And he's like, "Oh yeah, my daughter has this restaurant called Smoke Queen Barbecue." And some random customer there said, "Oh, Smoke Queen? I was there just like last month because I went to visit my son who lives in Irvine and he took me there."
Uh-huh.
So it's just kind of funny that, he's so proud, and I think that's very gratifying.
How big was your first your big industrial smoker?
It was a 500-gallon
What's
on
that
a trailer.
cost?
I think I paid like $16,000 back then.
16,000 for a smoker.
Mm-hmm.
So you were like, at that point, you're like, well, I guess I'm going all in on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good for
It's like-
you.
But it's kind of like a gym membership, right? The more expensive your gym membership is, the more you feel guilty for not going.
I've never had a gym membership.
And the same thing with the smoker. Like, shit, I need to not give up because I've already invested so much.
Are you good at towing a trailer?
I can't reverse,
Okay.
so.
It's embarrassing. But it's not like you have to load a smoker into a lake. Well, my point is
Right.
is like
No.
all these things, men really make other men feel shitty when they can't do stuff. Like, I can't drive a trailer at all.
Yeah.
I'm horrible at it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can as long as there's nobody around. But the guys that are like just whipping trailers into the, I'm always impressed.
I can't do that.
And I
yeah.
can't really barbecue well. I know how to turn my grill on and I can heat things up. I have a pizza oven. I get pretty good at that. Do you mess with pizza at all?
I do. I actually just got a Gossling for my backyard. So I love it.
Okay, so there could be some other fusions in the
Maybe.
pipeline.
We'll see. Yeah.
What's the longest thing that it takes to prep?
Obviously, it's a brisket. It takes about 12 hours to smoke.
So when do you do? Is that just constantly? You're just like, you just know
We're
when?
always a day ahead on brisket. So, for example, today we are smoking brisket. We're not open, but we're going to be smoking brisket tonight for tomorrow's service.
Does somebody have to stay there at night while it's being smoked?
Yeah, it's manned.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do stuff. I am so overwhelmed by restaurants in general because it's just when I look at it, I just go, oh, it just seems like so much work.
It is.
Thank God you exist, but man, I would never be cut out for it. It's just so much work. Is there truly a noticeable difference between woods? I mean, can you smoke meat with plywood?
No, because there's chemicals in there. So you have to use wood that is treated for cooking food.
Unrelated though, can you infuse drugs into your food? Like, why do we always just do pot brownies? Why not pot brisket?
I don't know.
I'm just thinking out loud here.
You could add that to the rub. It could be part of the rub.
By the way, you're not a tall person.
No.
You picked the heaviest of the cooking. I mean, like, how are you physically moving some of these meats around?
Just
You're on a
using
step stool at all
tools.
times?
Sometimes, but the smokers at my restaurant are specifically custom made, and I had them made a little shorter so I could reach in.
How many pounds of brisket are you selling every week? Do you have any idea?
I don't know, but I know we go through like 2,000 to 3,000 pounds of meat a week.
2,000 to 3,000 pounds
Yeah.
of meat. Yes, sir. You can thank your Cowboys for that.
Yeah. It's insane.
I always, this is the dumbest thing in the world. I just love the presentation of these fancy, good barbecue places. The silver tray with the nice piece of paper and the glop of sides. I visually like how it looks.
Yeah.
I think it's so pretty.
Yeah.
Now, I don't eat red meat, so I have to stay away from the brisket. But, I can do the pork ribs and I can do some links. By the way, did you eat like this before you got into it?
No.
If you could only eat one thing at your restaurant, what would it be?
It would be the pork belly chashu.
Now, there's a fusion.
Mm-hmm. And I just happened upon it kind of by accident. I think my ADHD kicked in when I was starting to sell barbecue, and I kind of got bored with the typical flavors, the whiskey, peach sauce, and whatnot. And I looked at my heritage and tried to find something that I can recreate with the American smoking technique.
How often are you trying to create something completely new for your menu?
Not very often now because we're a full-blown restaurant, open 5 days a week. And so doing new items and then having new SOPs just takes a lot more time and
But you don't want to get, I don't want you to get bored.
Yeah, no. Running a restaurant, you're not bored.
Okay. Let's talk sides. What's your best side?
I think it's the dirty rice. It's kind of our Asian take on Southern dirty rice. We take jasmine rice, sesame oil, and we take all our cutting board trimmings and our homemade sausage, and we steam up the rice.
When you buy a platter, do you get to pick two sides?
No, so we sell everything a la carte.
Good for you.
Yeah, so
because
you pick
I
and
get
choose.
upset when I have to pick two sides. I also don't think sides should be priced the same. You can't, there's just no way, coleslaw should cost as much as pick something that costs way more.
Chili.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. You're telling me chili and coleslaw are the same price? And I also think there should be instead of when people don't sell a la carte, I think it should be 4 sides. I don't like to pick 2. What other sides do you have? Mac and cheese?
Yeah, mac
coleslaw?
and cheese, slaw, not
baked
coleslaw.
Beans?
Sesame slaw, no
What's
beans.
sesame slaw?
So I developed this recipe when I was a vendor at Smorgasburg, LA, which is the largest open air
I know
market.
what it is. I know what that is.
Well, not all your viewers know.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't. You're right. They don't.
It's basically
It's an honor to be there, right?
Yeah, because you have to be chosen. You
Yes.
have to be approved. So it's, in LA, downtown LA gets really, really hot in the summertime. So instead of a mayonnaise coleslaw, I developed a sesame paste slaw.
My wife might eat that because she just despises anything like a mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Oh, she doesn't like
And
it.
I don't like, I honestly, I make what I like and I sell what I like to eat. And if you don't like it, don't buy it. That's it.
I'm right there.
And I think it gets pretty crazy when you try to please everybody.
Never done
because
that.
there's, so many types of customers out there. You just have to cook what you love to eat.
I tell jokes that Eddie likes. People don't like my jokes. It's like, doesn't matter. If Eddie likes it, joke stays. All right. What other sides?
Cornbread, we make that from
love corn.
scratch.
Do you put chunks of actual corn in it? I don't like it.
Oh, sorry.
I don't like that.
I'm not going to change it for you.
That's fine. I don't dislike it, but I get happier when I don't taste actual pieces of corn in my cornbread. That's just, I like an instant box. You know what I'm talking? Oh,
yeah.
that's where I grew up on. Some cheap Jiffy thing, the little tiny blue and white box.
Yeah.
All right, so cornbread. What else?
Tallow fries.
What are tallow fries?
So tallow is actually rendered beef fat. We go through so much brisket every week. When we trim off the fat, we grind it up and we bake it for about 18 hours or so. At the end product, we sieve it and we have oil. So we use that oil in our fryer to make our fries. And the best way to describe these fries are fries from the 90s because now all the restaurants are using seed oils or peanut oil.
Are they thin fries? Are they thick?
Crinkle.
They're crinkle fries, so they are on the thicker side.
Thicker
of a
side, yeah.
They're not seasoned, are they? They're just with
Salt and pepper.
Do you have a side of ranch?
No.
You don't have ranch dressing?
No.
That's going to be a problem. I'll bring my own ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Can you bring your own bottle of Hidden Valley?
Absolutely.
Okay. You're not going to be kicked
I won't
out for that?
judge you.
You're not kicked out. What is there an interior dining here, or is it all just outside picnic tables?
So our restaurant is actually a 70-year-old residential home. Our smokers are outside in the front yard. So this home has been converted to a restaurant,
Is it a
kitchen.
neighborhood?
It's a neighborhood.
Their house is next to you?
Yeah.
So you're still cooking illegally in a house?
No, now we're cooking legally.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, so it's all outdoor seating. My landlord owns about 12 houses in that square block, and she worked with the city to convert it to mixed use. She kept the exterior and the architecture the same, so it looks like a house, but inside, we made it into a commercial kitchen.
You keep a bedroom just for the late night brisket watcher?
Mm-mm.
Would have been nice.
Good idea.
You have nice bathrooms?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take pride in that.
Yeah.
You ought to just have somebody just full time. You know what? I go in after every single person and just do a little spruce up.
Give me a minute.
The smell of barbecue, so delicious when you're craving barbecue. When you're not craving barbecue, A bit much.
When you smell like meat and you've been working all day and your hair smells like smoke.
What do you do about that? What do you do about that every day where you're like, oh, I got to smell? I mean, because if I smelled barbecue every day, I think I would be like, oh.
I think it's worn off on me. Like I get used to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How often do you eat barbecue?
Every day I'm in the restaurant.
You do?
I mean, like, I don't have a full-on barbecue meal, but I do taste for quality assurance.
Okay. And then you go home and have a Malaysian meal?
Yeah, noodles and salad and rice.
How do you stay so? Most pit master, what do we call you, a pit madam?
Pit madam, yeah.
Pit madam. Just obese is what I'm thinking, right? Just
big.
horribly, like one clogged artery away from kaput.
Oh, I don't get high on my own supply.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get it makes sense. You have tons of fans, and you're wildly successful. But the people that the haters, you have a certain type of person. You're like, oh, of course, this person. Because barbecue people are so opinionated. I always think of barbecue as, a manly thing. So you're probably getting it from a lot of directions. From men, because you're a woman. And then let's throw in the California thing as another reason people to hate you.
Yeah, because we're not doing barbecue right? So I always say there's no wrong way to barbecue because people are looking at barbecue the wrong way. They think it's a cuisine. I think it's more of a technique, and you can take it in any cultural direction you want because it's the art of smoking. It's not just a specific cuisine tied to a region.
Well, you're preaching to the choir here. How often weekly are men telling you that you're doing it wrong?
Initially, when I first started, I would get comments on my reels or Yelp reviews, maybe like once a week or so.
How's Yelp? Is Yelp horrible?
The thing I don't like about Yelp is these customers don't give us a chance to fix anything. You ask them, how's everything? And they say, oh, yeah, it's great. And then they go home and they write a 1-star review like, hey, why didn't you tell me? We have a manager on duty. Let us fix it. But, I do get a lot of new customers because they find us on Yelp. So it is a necessary evil.
Are you proud of yourself? You've done a good thing.
When the feeling where you have to pinch yourself like this is a dream?
No, I don't ever do that stuff. But
well,
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, sometimes I do get that because when I go to the restaurant, I see so many people dining there. Like, where the heck did these people come from? And they're actually eating my food. They love my food.
Aren't you glad Sbarro went out of business for you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see a lot of more Asian people in your line at just because you're an Asian business owner?
I think so. I do. I would say like 30% would be Hispanic, maybe 20% Caucasian, and then 50% Asian.
Well, what about no black people?
Well,
come on.
Sorry.
Give them a percentage.
Another 10%. I don't know.
Oh, nice. I mean, listen, don't get me started. They love barbecue. Do your kids, do they love your food?
They do. My daughter, she was only 2 years old when I started, and it got to a point when I would give her mac and cheese, and she would look and say, where's the brisket?
Are they heavy children?
No, they're not.
Are they going to force them to work in the restaurant?
I do sometimes, yeah.
I think that's illegal too, just so you know. Do you do private events?
I do.
What do you bring to the house? Do you bring a smoker to the house or no?
If you pay me, I will.
You got to back into my place.
Yeah. But yes, we can bring a smoker. Here's the misconception about barbecue catering is a lot of people ask me to bring the smoker, but everything's already smoked and ready to go. So bringing a smoker is just for show and it's just an extra thing for me to lug around. Also, if I have to start the fire, I have to consider how much time I need to spend there, start the fire, and then I have to kill the fire before I drive off. And also, while I'm serving, I have to make sure no kids are running around my firebox. So really, it's more for show.
I just want you to show up 12 hours early in the middle of the night. Guess who's? Winnie's here, everybody. Yeah. Everybody that's on the show gets some gifts. It's just stuff around my house. I really wish your daughter's first name starts with an M. I wish it was started with a P because this company sent me a backpack that's got a P on it, but it's not for my kid.
That's so cute.
Well, whatever. You'll have to figure it out. It's for back to school. And then it's just this company, Little Chicken. I'm giving them a plug. They sent me the wrong stuff, and you're supposed to send stuff back when they send you the wrong stuff. This is a lunchbox. But
That's
back to school's
cute.
coming. It's brand new. The receipt's still in there. This was Amanda Starr. I got your order. I'm not sending it back. Have little chicken figure it out. I'm going to give that to you. You can
Thank
give that to your
you.
daughter. Oh, it's nice for her. She'll love it. Next thing, I thought, oh, this is a perfect gift for you, your kids. You'll like it. You're doing barbecue in the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You need an outdoor movie theater. Now, this is an inflatable outdoor movie theater.
Oh my gosh.
This,
Is this used?
Yeah, everything's used. It's stuff in my house that I don't want. It's been used one time. Eddie was with me the one time I used it. We watched in my backyard.
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
It was awesome.
We watched Christmas Vacation.
It's the best.
And it's huge. It's a huge theater, like outdoor theater. Your kids will love it. You'll have a movie night.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're going to love that. Put that on the floor. Man, you're
Oh my gosh, it's heavy.
Yeah.
It's bigger than her, Daniel.
Well, if she can handle 2,000 pounds a week of brisket. You appeared on Chopped and Barbecue Brawl with Bobby Flay. What was that like?
It was surreal.
Which one did you do first?
Barbecue Brawl.
Did you win it?
I was a finalist.
How many people are finalists? Just 2 people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just lost the last challenge or something?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, you're still beating yourself up over it?
There are things that happened on set that was never edited in. Like, for example, one of my competitors' fryers was broken. We had a challenge within a challenge. We had a whole hog challenge, which was like 6-8 hours. And then
Pig picking.
we had wings challenge within that challenge. And so my competitor's fryer broke. I had finished my wings already, plated it, ready because the time was running out. And they stopped the clock. And they let him, and I said yes because he was my friend.
Yes, that's on you. I don't want to hear any more then.
So I don't want to win because I said no.
You should have said no, and then and they would have edited that out, and they would have and you would have won. You'd have been the champion.
But he's my friend, though.
Is he still your friend?
Yeah.
Oh, well then you did the right thing.
At the end of the day, it was just the exposure. Whether I won or not, I think it didn't really matter to me. My only goal going into that show was to not be the first one to be kicked out, you know?
That's everybody's goal on any type of reality show. I used to watch Chopped, but then it started to annoy me because I don't care about somebody being able to cook when there's a basket of nonsense in front of them.
It's actually, it really puts you to the test.
Right, but it's a test that none of us need to pass.
I agree.
Did you win Chopped?
No.
Were you the first one out?
Nope.
Okay, that's all that
so
matters.
I achieved my goal.
But by the way, here's a question about Chopped. Tell me if there. Do you know the secret ingredient ahead of time?
Mm-mm.
Do they taste everything while it's hot, or do they wait?
So temperature is not supposed to be part of the judgment.
Okay,
but
good
still,
fucking luck telling me that it's not.
But
if I bite into some cold chili, I'm not going to be like, oh, this probably would be amazing if it were warm. What's next for Winnie?
Oh
no, I don't like any of this. Oh, look at this. You wrote a book.
Yes.
Chinese American barbecue. I wish American would have gone first, but that's just me.
You got to talk to my publishers.
No, that's good. Look at that. Congratulations.
Yeah. So I've been working on this.
Did you actually make that? Is that actually photo?
I cooked everything here.
Okay.
There's 100 recipes here.
Let me see this. What's this pasta salad down here?
So that's a green curry mac and cheese.
That looks good.
Yeah, that's
What about
really
this cucumber salad? What am I looking at?
So that's our spicy cucumbers.
I love that too.
So everything in our restaurant, the recipes will be in the book and then some.
Well, then no one's going to come to your restaurant anymore.
No.
I'm kidding. Congratulations
Thank you.
on writing a book.
Yeah, it'll be released spring 2026.
That's too far.
I know. Pre-order today.
Can you pre-order it already?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you bring some meat with you?
I did.
Oh, no. This is going to end poorly for me, isn't it?
So I'm just searing this off to get it warm because you can't have my barbecue cold.
Okay. Well, are we set up for this in here? See, this is heaven on earth now. Oh, man. Come on.
It's good, huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you will not get that kind of Tosh shoot. This is called pork belly char siu. You will not get that anywhere else because char siu is actually a Cantonese style barbecue and it's roasted, not slow smoked. So I like employed the Texas style of smoking onto this char siu, so you have a different texture.
Nobody bites into this and goes, "That's not for me." If you like this type of food, you're gonna love this.
So that and pickled onions and rice is my go-to.
Mm-hmm.
But I forgot the pickled onions.
Well, thanks a lot.
Yeah, sorry.
Do you want to go back and get it?
Sure, 2 hours there and back, no problem.
Well, this is wonderful. Listen, I hope you have all the success that you can handle.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Tosh Show. I want to thank Winnie for being on the show and feeding the boys.
It's good.
Carl, did you get any of that cue? It's East and West coming together for a collision, a taste bud collision. Okay. Go to toshshowstore.com. Get some merch. Check out our tours. Eddie and I doing some stand-up comedy. Come see me in San Francisco. I can't wait to get back to my once favorite city. Now it's just in ruins. San Francisco's just in ruins. I don't know why my hotel's so expensive then.
Should be getting a deal if it's in ruins.
Yeah, if the city's in ruins, how come rooms are so
Gotta
expensive?
fight my way into the front door.
God, I love San Francisco. You know why I love San Francisco? Because there's always been like a San Francisco-LA rivalry, and I never cared.
Yeah.
Every time I performed in San Francisco, I didn't care. I'd wear my Dodger hat on stage. And we just have a good
It's
time.
fine.
The people are great. Shows are fun. Amanda, finding her sweet, sweet love hasn't been easy. I don't know if my viewers aren't taking this seriously, but I need you to call in. Okay? I tell you who she took a shine to.
Who's that?
Our boy RJ.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Running Rivian. Guess what, guys? RJ went surfing with me.
That's
yeah?
amazing.
Came over to my house, started laughing immediately. He verified everything I said was true. Saw that he was like, "Oh my goodness, your diploma is in your chicken coop."
That'd be a funny lie.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, you do have Rivians." I'm like, "Yeah, there's Rivians here." He looked at the sandbar, the 360 Subaru old van. He loved it. He's checking out the E30. Loved it. We went surfing. Walked in. Told my wife. My wife's family was there. My in-laws were there. He was blown away by all these people that are from Florida, from his neck of the woods, just hanging out in Malibu. And then I'm going surfing with RJ. We were about to sit down they were about to sit down for dinner, waiting for me. And he's like, "You can just leave and go go surfing." I'm like, "I do whatever I want. I'm the king of the castle."
King of the castle.
He was blown away. He's like, "Well, that's impressive." Is she like, "Are you sure she's not going to be mad at you?" I'm like, "Mad at me? You see this roof I put over her head?" Yeah, good luck getting mad. Let me know how that works out for you. No, she wasn't mad. She was fine. She was like, so RJ, she was happy. RJ, we went surfing. Waves weren't great, but we had fun. Came back to the house. Amanda's there, and they just start chatting. And he's just hanging out with the fam. I'd love RJ to be part of our family. Go ahead, RJ. Marry Amanda. Do we have any new potential suitors that called in?
We got a couple.
Okay, let me hear. Let me hear these voicemails.
Hey, Tosh, I got a proposition for you. You date Amanda because you fit all of those, and I'll start dating your wife.
No.
Think about it. Let me know.
You thinking about it?
Thinking about it. I think about that every night of my life. That's the last thing I think about before I go to bed at night. I just think, oh man, if I could date Amanda. No, it doesn't work. I didn't want somebody that already had children and has a vasectomy. She wants children. I can't produce that for her. I guess I could get it reversed.
Yeah.
But they say the success rate of reversing your vasectomy after 5 years, I think, is where it really falls off. But I do have the best reversal of vasectomies working on my junk.
There's time.
That was his pitch to me. He's like, this is permanent, but I'm the best at reversing it. I'm like, well, I don't think you know what the word permanent means.
Let's see how good he is.
You got a couple years to feel it out.
The point is, I don't want to go have surgery just so I can ruin my marriage.
Right.
Okay, so that guy, I appreciate him wanting to date my wife, and I don't know, maybe my wife would want to go out with this guy. I think, but that's her decision to make. Whoever marries and impregnates Amanda, that's my decision. All right, do you have anybody else?
Yeah.
Okay, Eddie, let's hear it.
My name's Edwin. I'm 5'8", 160 pounds. I'm a mechanical engineer, and I would make you laugh harder and better than anybody has ever. My number is and I live in Omaha, Nebraska.
God, that just couldn't get any worse.
Go Big Red.
That guy sounds like a
Keep that number up, though. People call into that guy.
that guy can't be serious. Doesn't vote, 5'8", lives in Omaha, and thinks he's going to make me laugh harder than anybody's ever made me laugh.
Ever.
Oh, God, this is going to be harder than I thought.
This
This pool that we're pulling from is depleted. Let's go, guys. There's got to be a few good guys out there that are attractive, that want to become a part of my family. See you next week. Tosh Show. Tosh Show. Tosh Show for show.